Hey everybody from Westlaw out here in Los Angeles. It's a beautiful Friday afternoon. We got some blue skies. I think it's like mid 70s right now, so like perfect temperature. Getting to be fall out here. So the vlog post today is going to be about a project that I'm currently working on. It's called Burn or Buy. Some of you might be familiar with this, some of you might not be. It's basically a project where I do a painting. Right now I'm doing 16 by 20s, or 16 inches by 20 inches, and I do this painting and I try to sell it within a week, and if I can't sell it within a week, I burn it. And to me, I see beauty both ways. I see beauty in the art continuing and beauty in the art being destroyed, and something new being created from that destruction. You know, it's all that kind of artsy stuff. But basically, yeah, I do a cool painting, I give it a week of advertising and telling people about it. If I don't, nobody bites at it, that's cool. And there's a lot of reasons behind it. Like I said, you know, beauty in creation, beauty in destruction, beauty in collection, beauty in action, beauty in inaction. It's just, yeah, a whole mess of fun. Like, everybody gets to have a blast. You either get to see a painting get bought and an artist be happy, or you see an artist burn a painting, everybody be entertained as well as the artist. So who doesn't like a little bit of fire? So alright, let me get to the painting and show you what it's all about. So here is my painting for Burn or Buy. This is actually the third in the Burn or Buy series, and so far all three paintings that have been, this is the third one. So the first two paintings have been bought. This third one, we'll see if it makes it or not. So like I said, what I'll do is I've been putting this up on social media as of like today, and if by next Friday nobody's bought it, it gets to meet the flame. And like I said before, it's all about like kind of finding beauty in anything and everything. The temporal nature of existence, like, you know, unappreciated things, just, yeah, they waste away. And it's like, it's kind of an interesting thing, because I have a lot of people who talk about like how they love my art and they want to be in my art and be a part of my art, and then they sit in the rafters, which is completely okay, that's everybody's choice, and they talk about all these paintings that they, you know, they're going to get someday, or people talk about someday be getting something. And I think that's kind of what tripped in my head, is like, we always think about someday something is going to happen. It's like, you know, somebody looks at this painting like, oh, someday I'll buy it, or someday blah blah blah, or, you know, and it goes with anything in our lives. It's just like, someday something will happen, and it's just like, but the truth of the matter is, like, we have a deadline. Like, this painting in 1 week, if it's not bought, will be burned. And it's like, with us, we have our life, we don't know when it's going to end or anything like that, but it's like, you know, it does. And it's like, we can't assume we know when it's going to end, because we're not going to be as lucky as like this Burn or Buy, where you can, you know, in 1 week you'll either have it or it'll be burnt, you know. And so I guess that was kind of like the I love cars like that. That's a subconscious reason why I did it. Like, it's like that pressure point. Like, you know, if you really want it, you'll find a way to do it. And if you don't really want it, then it's just going to go away. So, alright. Yep, this is the painting then. I hope you all find it interesting. I kind of like it. It's super heavy. Like, it looks like nothing I've really ever seen before. I could say it's absolutely horrible, but at the same time I absolutely love it. You know, the whole love-hate dichotomy thing. Does art have subjective standards, and blah 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 blah. Alright, so this is the painting. And to the close! Wow, so I just realized I completely didn't talk about the painting itself. There's a little bit to it. This is actually the third iteration of the painting. The first iteration of the painting I painted over with white acrylic, and then the second one was I did an Instagram story. I'm like, oh man, I really love how it like represents simplicity and all this other stuff, shattered connections. And then it's just like, I let it sit for a second, and I went back and I'm like, you know what, it's missing something. And that's when I added like the super black, white, and red on top of it, along with the gold. And the energy I was feeling yesterday when I painted this was very like a chaotic. And black and red have always kind of been those colors for me, the black-red combo, because the contrast and the energy inside of them, where it's always somehow seemed like kind of something that brings it back together. And so you have this like energy that's just swaying the lines all around, like with the black and red, like looking closely at it, like nothing is like makes sense or is sure. It's like all so liquid and fluid about how it all like goos together. But then in the midst of all of that, there's like this white line that kind of just brings it all together again, like ties it back into the background. And so you've got this gold hidden in there, and then the tense blacks and reds, and then the white just is like this thread that brings it all together. Yeah, that's why I kind of like this painting. Love it and hate it. This is how, you know, how it goes. All right, so now, this time for real, to the close. So yeah, that's the painting I got for my burner buy. Like I said, it's the week 3 of it. So we got 1 week. It's Friday, September 20th, I believe. And so in 7 days, well, maybe 8 days, there'll be a fire. I gotta see how my schedule matches up and all that other stuff, and whether or not somebody buys it, which I hope they do. But if they don't, it's great. Beauty in both situations for me. So. Now to the business end of it. Thank you everybody for dropping by. If you liked my art and you want to be a part of it, hit my Patreon up for the art subscription or some commissions. That's I Am Wessel out on there. And if you want to grab some merch from some of my designs on totes and shirts and stuff like that, find me at iamwessel.com. Or like, shares, comments, always appreciated. Trust me, I really do love them. Or if you just drop it by, that's cool too. So, all right, everybody, I hope you have a great weekend. I have no idea what's about to happen in mine. I've got some choices. So we'll see what happens. I hope everyone has a great one. This is Wessel from Los Angeles, enjoying these beautiful blue skies on a Friday afternoon. So, later.